Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I'm going to get right to it on this video. Ever since last week, when I made a video of a news article on Carlisha Hood, a lot has changed. And even though the video is still up, I've been getting a lot of backlash. And most of it's from people that have never heard of me, never heard of my channel, and don't care to venture into the channel to see what I'm really about and the views I express as far as us as people and us as humanity, in which direction we need to go to make everything better for everybody. Not everybody sees it that way. And since I've been on YouTube and covering stories, I understand that. But this right here, I have to address. The funeral pictures and videos have been surfacing about Jeremy Brown's funeral. 32-year-old Jeremy Brown from Chicago. The guy that punched Carlisha Hood and was shot by her 14-year-old son. Now, by now, a lot of you guys have seen these videos and pictures as well. First thing I'm going to say is this. This man wound up fighting on his woman. Now, supposedly, after all the smoke has cleared, it was something about an order. Either her order was messed up and she was trying to get her order corrected. He got impatient, supposedly, and said something to her. An argument broke out. He wound up punching her in the face and thus getting killed by her son. Excuse me, by her son. But a lot of people were on different sides of the fence. You know, Carlisha Hood was backed by a lot of supporters. Jeremy Brown had his family and had supporters. People were on opposite sides of the fence. But as this thing unfolded and more facts started to come out, a lot of people swung from the Jeremy Brown side of the fence to the Carlisha Hood side of the fence. And I'm gonna say to myself, I'm gonna say to you guys, this funeral yesterday they showed is nothing new. This is what a lot of people do in the hood now, where they have t-shirts, colorful caskets, and they turn the funeral into a party. I don't understand a lot of the stuff. I mean, it's nothing wrong with a celebration of life, but if it's a lesson learned in it, to me, that's how I look at it. If it's a lesson learned. If you go on Instagram and you look at some of these videos, some of them are very distasteful, and I don't understand if they're more for the people alive or for honoring the dead, the deceased. And I'm just being real with you. It seems like I'm going to bring up a few points. First thing is this. It seems like us as people nowadays, a lot of us are desensitized, dismissive, delusional. We are. Much debate is being made over the t-shirt supposedly the baby mom of Jeremy Brown was wearing that said "Knockout King." When I seen that, I understood what it meant. A lot of people went off over it and put it with Carlisha Hood as if it was a strike against her. Let me say this. When they showed his mom in the car cursing like a sailor and just being off the hook, when she was talking, what I understood from this was where he's from. She said in the hundreds. I guess that's, I don't know where the block he's from. He was known as the Knockout King. Okay, it might be fitting because he knocked people out and did whatever he did, but is it fitting at his funeral? Honestly, is that fitting at his funeral? See, the thing is, it's hard to tell people how to grieve, but I mean, there's such thing as common sense and class, and a lot of us don't have that. A lot of us function on a low IQ as far as our behavior and how we see things. We're very dismissive sometimes. A woman was beaten in front of her child by a 32-year-old man that should know better over food. Food. A disagreement in food because she was taking too long. He beat on her. Ma'am, you have children by this man. He has a history of violence, supposedly, being the knockout king. And all of a sudden now, what he did don't matter. He's the victim. Is he? I mean, honestly, is he? I talk about conflict resolution on this channel a lot. The video that is sparking controversy and getting everybody upset at me is because I failed to mention in the video that he should not hit her. I would think it was common sense. People still hit me on the video. You justify her getting hit? I don't justify nobody getting hit unless they hit first. That's common sense. But I mean, it's neither here nor there. It seems like there are never lessons learned. It's just a party. Something happens. It's a party and go back to normal. And the next day, it starts the cycle all over again. We'll never advance as a social class until we start using our knowledge and wisdom in the right way. We won't. We will always be at the bottom of the barrel in America. We'll always be the guinea pig for any experiments they want to do without us even knowing. And we'll always be treated the way we treat each other. That's the thing. The way we treat each other makes other social classes not want to mess with us. And speaking of us, everything is always turned around to where it's always about us. The man got put in the dirt yesterday. Got children. They suffered a significant loss. But all the things that's sitting around the internet right now is the baby mama shaking her ass and a bunch of silly stuff on a t-shirt. Think about that. A man is in the ground. Even though he put himself in that position, he's in the ground. A life is lost. And all we worrying about is somebody shaking their ass, having a t-shirt that's very insensitive, and cussing people out on the internet. This happens a lot. It happens a lot. It's a certain mindset that some people have, and not all of us have this mindset. And that's the disconnect we got right now between each other. You have different generations of thinkers. Everybody has something to offer. But we can't come together collectively and put our heads together to come some common way of how we should and should not act. We can't. Because a lot of us are delusional. Ma'am, you don't see nothing wrong with any of your actions? This is just any situation, not this funeral. Ma'am, you're twerking in the street. You got children. What kind of example are you setting? Why are you cussing on the internet to a bunch of people you don't know that don't mean anything? Can't tell nobody nothing. You either agree with what they saying or some type of threat. I got people in comment section saying, you're dumb as hell to be old. I didn't know I was that old. You dumb as hell to be old. I bet you won't come to Chicago. I bet you won't come here. I bet you won't. Why would I not come there? It's a place. Why would I not come there? Why do people want you to fear where they're from or fear them? We do that a lot. I'm from New York. I'm from Jersey. I'm from Connecticut. I'm from Cali. I'm from Jackson, Mississippi. Announcing where you're from, it don't mean where you're from is where you at now. Why would somebody want to live somewhere where people are scared to come? Why would you threaten somebody with your city? I don't understand it. I don't understand that at all. And the thing that's messed up is in Chicago, everybody I ever known from Chicago has been cool as shit. And that's something that goes to my mind. I said, everybody I ever met from Chicago was cool as hell. Always cool. I'm like, why they can't get along? They seem like cool people. I mean, it's different cultures and everybody ain't gonna get along. Chicago no different than New York, Memphis, Los Angeles, hell, Houston. So different. We can't get along. We can't. And the thing is, if we can't get along, why should anybody else get along with us? We got to really dig deep as a people internally. And then think about what we project externally. Because a lot of us are good people inside, but we give off an ugly image of ourselves, ugly disposition. And this is why we lose. Can't tell us nothing. Can't teach us nothing. Can't get together. In the community, you got male and female. If you pick and choose who's right over the common sense level of what to do and what not to do, like, hey, don't beat on a woman. Hey, de-escalate the situation. Hey, our kids are the future. They are a priority. Once we have them, our life is not only ours no more. It's not just about us and they just around us. It's about them as well. We have to self-sacrifice to ensure a better tomorrow for us and our children. We don't do that. They showed a small video with piano playing, soft music and stuff. You didn't see nobody consoling each other. You didn't see no tears. You didn't see anything. Sometimes trying to act strong and hard and tough exposes the real weakness we have. We're insensitive. A lot of us are incapable of really showing love, giving respect, giving credit where it's due. We messed up. We're silly people sometimes. This can't be situational. Jeremy Brown should still be here. Carlisha Hood should have never got locked up. Supposedly, there's a GoFundMe out and they're catching hell off of that too. The family's catching hell off of that. And I'm like, you know, even if it is a GoFundMe out here, you know, think about it. You got a casket painted up with him. It says Bagman JB or something on it. Bagman, like he was getting money. And a whole bunch of money all over the casket, but you got to GoFundMe up. Hypocritical. We don't. This is low IQ behavior. It is. And this is why we lose. When somebody calls it out, they get attacked, get threatened. Don't understand it. And this is why we lose. This is a perfect example. This whole scenario is a perfect example. It's Dr. Marcus Steve for the Dynamic Region channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Carlisha Hood, you need to move your ass out of Chicago. I'm out.